Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart, yeah, nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
Wait,
What's
before
up,
anything,
everybody?
I have breaking news. I just heard this. Brendan Graham is coming out of retirement. He's gonna be playing for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man, you
One
could have
more
waited
year.
for the intro.
Yes.
Mind him. We could have waited for the intro.
Hell no, that's a legend. What are you talking about?
You could have waited till we say Happy Money Monday first, and then say we got good news.
That was breaking news.
Yes, you gotta introduce it. You can't just say nothing in breaking news. You gotta intro first. Don't mind him, y'all. He's just excited. All right. But normally we finish the song with "I'm Barry Bonds with Mines." This is the Pressure Podcast, everybody. It's a Monday night edition. Let's
Give me a hell yeah!
We're coming to you on a day apparently where Brandon Graham is coming out of retirement, not Jason Kelsey. I don't know why he's so excited. You need offensive help, not defensive help. And
It's a great for our pass rush.
and a day where the last Monday without the N3A, the N3A is finally back. Let's
Give me a hell yeah!
Clap it up, clap it up. Tomorrow's the first.
Yes. I was originally going to plan to stream live after the game, but it's just going to be too late. The game's going by a little too slow, and it's kind of a boring game, so there's no need to ruin our schedule, you know what I'm saying, programming for the likes of CJ Stroud, of all people.
Finish him!
It's been lackluster Monday.
It is. None of my prop bets hit, but I made a good prop. I hit a good parlay this Sunday, so I'm still plus $300, so I'm good to go. That is always a good thing. Today we're gonna mention a little bit about the NBA. We're gonna wait till Thursday to do the power rankings because we do top 10 Thursday, so we're just gonna keep with the programming, and we're gonna continue with the format. Mondays like today, Money Monday, we will recap the weekend or the week for the NBA and see what we learn. All right. Thursdays is when we take what we learn on Monday and establish. And then Saturday, using what we establish on Thursday, we make our picks and predictions and what to expect. Players under pressure, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Money Monday, as you know, is the day where we come with a bum.
A no good loser like you, you bum!
But without further ado, we are coming to you live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Cole.
LeBron.
Finish him!
We are rated M for millennials.
How y'all doing?
So right now we're still watching this game right here. So we kind of guessed this one because it says the number 22 ranked offense was the number 1 ranked defense, and defense is reigning supreme today. But it seems like one quarterback is sharper than the other one, and we saw that coming in, which is why we agreed that the Seahawks will cover the spread. So far discovering, goddamn, and Jigma got hops. That dude just went over there and yammed it on the fucking goalpost and got flagged for it. Right now it's still 17-6 game. It's 8 minutes left in the 8.5 minutes. No, 50 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Basically 9. Seattle has ball at their 4-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of that little uncomfortable situation. And they got 3 extra yards over there.
He got clumsy and fell forward about 3 yards.
Is that Kenneth
Yeah.
Walker?
I used to think he had more balance than that. I don't know. He's probably just not that physical.
Yep. So far, I am 9-3. Was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well,
6,
we lost
7,
the
8,
Bucks
9.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 93. Okay.
No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-4.
Yeah, we're 9-4. Yeah.
No. You have your own record. I have my own record.
Well, I mean, I have the same because I have the same predictions this week as you.
Every single one of them.
Pretty much.
Oh. So 9-4 because we lost the Atlanta game and the Tampa game today. So that's 2 losses on the primetime games. But we got this one looking like it's gonna go good. So
I can't believe it lost like that.
be 10-4. So I'll be 60-23 against the spread since week 2. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Fatality.
Pretty close.
Oh, is that a safety? Don't tell me that shit.
And I think he fumbled and they actually got that back. So
Touchdown.
Terminator.
God damn, that's negative 2 points for Sam BP. God damn it. God damn it.
Come on, Dusty.
So now it's 12-17, Seattle. Yeah, that's why I don't like it when they're in their own like 5 and below yard line because a safety could happen. Any mistake, any bad snap or anything like that, that's an automatic touchdown for the defense usually.
True.
Unless the ball bounces your way.
Especially a bad snap, but that was just one of those where they needed to get rid of the ball fast, and I guess it just wasn't open, so you couldn't get rid of it.
Motherfucking Sam Darnold, why didn't you get rid of the fucking football?
And that can't happen.
God damn it, man, that shit's crazy.
Goddamn white boy.
Not.
But that's okay. I don't even need the points. I already won. So I don't know why I'm that mad. But still, I don't want that shit to happen.
We don't want to lose this
Hell
one
no.
either. Hell no. Well, at least.
Well, they didn't get the 2 point.
There you go.
Yeah, they didn't get the 2 point conversion. So let's talk about this game. Denali should be up very, very soon. I'm talking shit about Baker Mayfield. Baker had his worst game of the season. He had a 66.1 passer rating, 28 out of 50, which is horrible. 228 total yards, a touchdown and an interception, which wasn't really on him. And then Jared Goff, a little better, 91.3 passer rating, 20-29. He was a lot more accurate, 241 on the air. And then the same touchdown and interception stat line that Baker did, but his interception was actually a stupid pass. Denali should be here any moment to say, oh, I told you so, Baker is a mid, Baker is a mid. Well, for 1 week you say it, but it's only for 1 week. And bad news, Tampa Bay wide receiver Mike Evans left the game in the second quarter. Apparently, he fucked up his rotator cuff on his right shoulder as he landed, and fucked up my parlay. Well, it wouldn't have happened because Baker didn't end up getting a second touchdown, but we will never know since these motherfuckers kept dropping the goddamn thing. You had 3 drops from the wide receivers. I could have said maybe it was 4. Well, no, it was 5, honestly, because one of the drops was a fumble. They caught it, and then he got fumbled. And the other drop was a strip. He caught it with his arm, and then the defender stripped it out of him. So, literally, to me, it's 5 drops from the Buccaneers, and Mike Evans leaving the game, and Baker Mayfield playing like Denali says, a mid. Tampa Bay got a little bit of humble pie tonight. You know what I'm saying? A little humble pie tonight. That's my reaction to this. Buccaneers got a humble pie. What's your reaction to this game?
Nothing. I feel like they just need to move on. It was
Denali in the house.
Give me a hell
one of
yeah!
those games where they just didn't look competitive in either fashion. You could say the defense showed up because 24 points is pretty good to stop the Lions, I believe. But as far as just like the whole team, it was like they didn't show up in this game. Baker was throwing high most of the night. I don't know if it had something to do with because they were deflecting passes earlier in the game, but yeah, that could have been a possibility why he was trying to adjust his throws. But man, you got to be more accurate than that. It's just a bad game. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those where you just look at the tape and then you throw the shit away. For Detroit, I don't think Goff played that good either. The run game, that was the difference in my opinion. The run game was the reason why Detroit came out victorious.
Well, Detroit's a physical team, so they're gonna push you around. And they're not gonna let you just run the ball comfortably.
And their defense, I can't
Oh,
say.
snap! This guy also get to the house over there.
I can't say nothing about their defense. Their defense was great tonight.
But the Buccaneers have against a team like the Detroit that are physical like that, they're gonna have a hard time running the football. And if Baker Mayfield's not on point, this is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Baker Mayfield can't be MVP every single game. And you know what I'm saying? Even if he was, if you can't run the football effectively, smart defenses are gonna, start locking in on you and not letting you pass. You're gonna have to run your way through because I'm not letting you pass. And since you can't prove you can move the ball against my unit, then we're gonna play it safe. And I thought Detroit didn't have that good of an offensive game either. I thought they made a lot of mistakes. They were stymied and held to punts for a lot of times, of a few penalties here and there, and then an interception by Goff. It just kept the Bucs in it. It just kept the Bucs in it. You just thought if you give Baker a chance to be clutch, he's going to do it, but it didn't end up happening. Especially after Michael Evans left, I think most of the deep passes were gone after that. All I saw was a bunch of dink and dunk from Baker after that. But like I said, he suffered from 5 passes. 3 were drop passes. 1 was an interception that was stripped, and the other one was a fucking fumble. Goddamn, Kate Otten. He had two. He had a bad game. He had 2 of them. He had 2 of those. One of them was a strip because he caught it with his shoulder. The other one was because he caught it and insecure and someone punched it out. And that's a recipe for disaster. I thought the Bucs.
Sterling Shepard turned the ball over too.
Didn't show up today. Baker Mayfield was not on point. And Denali gets to say, I told you Baker Mayfield was a mid for 1 week. Because he wasn't a mid last week or the week before or the week before that or the whole year before that one. So Denali gets his 1 day to say, hey, I told you that Baker was a mid.
That he's a bum.
For 1 week, bro. But as you can see, C.J. Stroud is worse than a mid. He ain't done shit this game. They just got that touchdown from Sam Darnold fumble in the end zone, and
they had 6 points.
6 points off of field goals. What's C.J. Stroud doing? You expect me to put C.J. Stroud over Baker Mayfield? At least Baker Mayfield had a touchdown. Yeah, I'm thinking that as far as team grade, I'm gonna give the Bucs defense I'll say a C plus, and their offense a C minus. This is a C game for them. And then for the Lions, I'll give their offense a C plus, and I'll give their defense a B. I'll give the defense a B. The defense did a pretty good job not allowing these guys to get the run game going.
And the QB grades?
For Baker, I'll say a C minus. It's not all his fault. He wasn't on point, but a lot of things were out of his control. He completed a lot of passes that should have gotten more yards, but drops and turnovers fucked it all up. And then Goff, I'll give him a B minus, game manager average. Basically, he game managed today. Gibbs is the reason they won this game.
Yeah, me too. That's what I say. So I give Baker, I'll go with C, a C, C minus, C plus, don't matter, C, and I give Goff a B plus. He had that 1 bad interception, but other than that, I thought he was, like you said, game manager. And then offensively, I give them a B plus because they were able to run the ball all up and down the Buccaneers' head. And defensively, I give them a B plus because they pretty much had Baker out of whack. And with the offense of the Bucs, a D. And their defense, I give them a C minus.
Yeah. Not bad at all. But yeah, that was a Monday night game right there. So let's get to the Sunday night football game, shall we?
Give me a hell yeah!
You cannot win with 9 points. You actually could, but not anymore.
No, you can't. Here we have the matchup of the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners defended their home field. They were favored by 1.5 points. They covered by 10. Atlanta allowed a season-high 174 yards rush. CMC just ran all over him. I think he was averaging like 7.7 a clip. That's shameful. That's just pathetic. That calls.
I smell pussy. Is that you, John?
Atlanta's defense got exposed. They're weak against the run game because, they can rush the passer. But if they're not passing that ball very much, which Mike Jones did, and how many passes did he have? 26 attempts? Mm-hmm. That means that you only get 26 shots the entire game to get to the quarterback, which is your defensive specialty. When you run the football, if you don't have any other specialty with your pass rush.
This is true.
There's a recipe for disaster. So what I learned is that the Niners exposed the Falcons' defense. The way to get them is to run the ball on them. Not everybody can, run the ball. Now everybody has a Shanahan and a CMC back there.
That's what I was gonna say.
But this is the recipe to beat the Falcons' pass rush. Don't pass the ball so much. Run it down their throats. Because as you can see, Mac Jones had a worse passer rating than Penix, and he ended up winning by 10 points because the defense got exposed. Penix 83.3 passer rating, which is pretty average, 21 to 38 for 241s in the air, and then a touchdown. While Mac Jones, a pathetic 64.9 passer rating, 17 to 26, 152 in the air, and an interception. What'd you learn from this game?
That CMC is CMC. That Kyle Shanahan is the better coach in this game. So I should have took San Francisco because I knew that, but I was worried about Mac Jones. And at the same time, that the Falcons aren't ready to win. They don't know how to win yet, and they're a young team, and it's gonna take some time.
I agree. I think Shanahan is obviously the better coach, but you can see that Penix is already the better quarterback. So I went with the better head coach quarterback combo, and I thought that was Atlanta. And I still think it is Atlanta. I just think that Atlanta just has a glaring weakness in the defense that the Niners were able to expose like no other. To have a savant like Shanahan or Andy Reid or Sean McVay in your corner as an offensive player, it's a world immenseful. They just said that Sam Darnold was struggling in his career when he first got drafted. Mm-hmm. They said it before the game started. What changed was when he went to San Francisco. The coaching there, the wisdom there, the offensive pedigree there helped them understand NFL offenses a little better and schemes a little better and deciphering defenses a little better. That's why you see the result you have now. Coaching matters. And yes, when you draft a franchise quarterback that's not pro ready, per se, I'm not saying Sam Darnold wasn't pro ready. I'm just saying, especially if they're not pro ready, what you want is an offensive mind, a good, stout offensive mind, a proven, established offensive mind in his corner for him to be best successful, which is why a lot of new coaches draft their own quarterbacks. That's part of the reason why. But as far as team grades, I'm going to give Atlanta's defense a solid, humbling C. I think they learned from this game. And I think the Atlanta offense had a poor performance. I'll give them an F.
Yeah, that was bad because you talking about backups.
Because I'm not going to give Atlanta's defense all the blame for the 174 yards rush because, one, the offense didn't keep their offense off the field. And number two, the defense learned that this is their weakness this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they tried to make adjustments. I'm sure adjustments just weren't there. And then when they lost Diablo left the game. That was the end of that.
Yeah, they feasted after that. I
Diablo,
feel like that's when the game.
Yeah, Atlanta
That's
middle
when
linebacker left the game
around
right before halftime and never came back. And after that, CMC just ran all over him. As you see, a lot of 174 yards. CMC was cooking. QB grade. For the Niners, I'll give them defensively. I'll give them a solid A. I thought they did a very good job, and offensively, I'll give them an A+. Not because they scored a lot, but because they deciphered something that they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? We're not going to throw it too much because Mac Jones is going to get punished. And we already seen he's already thrown an interception. Mm-hmm. We don't want him to throw 3.
Exactly.
So let's just use CMC and see if they can stop the run. Oh, they can't. Diablo's gone. Run it some more. You know what I'm saying? So at least for being smart and for making the right adjustments and getting the win, that's why I give him an A+ for ingenuity more than results.
I hear you. I say I'm gonna give Atlanta a D+ because they got Bijan Robinson, who was the only one that was actually doing something.
Fuck Bijan Robinson. He sold my parlay.
And
all I needed was 50 rush yards. You had 42.
I'm gonna give their defense a C+. I think once they lost Diablo, that's when CMC was able to get loose. Yeah. And then San Francisco, I give them an A on both sides. The fact that they had a bunch of rookies basically playing because all these people were hurt for their team, and they were able to get enough done to win the game, that was impressive. And I thought on offense, they were just able to run the ball effectively whenever they needed to. As far as the quarterbacks, I give Penix. I'm gonna give Penix a C+. Needs to be more accurate with the football. And Mac Jones, I give him a D.
All right. Can you read that chat for me out loud? You got water.
Hey, yo, brothers. Last year, Mike Evans returned early from the injury, and he injured it again. This year, exactly same thing. Jesus, Gene, from your mistakes. Oh, you meant learn from. You meant to put learn. Jesus, learn from your mistakes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike Evans re-injured something again, and
Yeah, I agree. At one point, at some point, you just gotta realize where you just have to make sure it's at 100% before you come back, and don't just try to come back just to help the team when the team really doesn't need that much help. At the moment, they're actually winning, and they're still, I get what you're saying there.
what's up, brother? Well, welcome back to the Pressure Podcast, man. Appreciate you tuning in. I agree. You should learn from your mistakes. I hope it's not too serious. I hope he's only gone for like 2 weeks maximum. We will never know. If it's a bruised shoulder, you know what I'm saying, or maybe a torn ligament, he could still be able to play next week. But if it's if he popped his rotator cuff or fucked up his shoulder in any way, for any kind of fracture, it's gonna take about a month at least.
You might as well just wait. Just
At
come
least.
back next. It's okay.
He landed bad. I think they hurried him. I agree. I think they rushed him early. Just to say they want Mike Evans back. I get you want to keep his 1,000-yard streak going, but I don't think he cares about it anymore. I think he wants to chase another Super Bowl. I think that's exactly what you guys are aiming for, and I think the Bucs will get better for it. It's
I
just
think they tried to rush Godwin back as well.
cheese and rice.
Smith
and Jigba is just cooking the Texans here. But like I told you, Debo has him. I have Sam Darnold, so all the points that he gets from in Jigba, I get too. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not scared of Jigba, even though I know he's going to eat. I didn't think he was going to eat this good against the number 1 ranked defense in the league. Apparently, I don't know.
Fatality.
But like you said, who do they play? Who have they played?
That's all.
My Ravens missing 7 defensive starters. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. I can't believe they let us play that game at home.
Oh my God! You gotta catch those.
That's a flag.
You gotta catch
God
those.
damn it, man, for real. Because now they're gonna give it to punk ass Kenneth Walker the 8th, and now I'm not gonna get my fantasy points that I don't even need.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna talk basketball very soon, but let's just recap the weekend of the NFL first, all right?
Let us
One
get
at a
into
time,
that.
bro. One at a time, okay? I got it right here. NBA Week 1, NFL Week 7, Monday Night Football recap, which we just did, and we're still recapping this one because it's still going on. We just finished the Sunday Night Football recap. We're going to finish the rest of the weekend, and then the money player, and then the bottom of the week, and then we talk NBA, okay? Have some patience. All right, where was I? All right, let's get to the other primetime games.
Next game.
Let's get to the London game. This features Trevor Lawrence. We call this one. We want to believe in the Jaguars. The Jaguars came in with a similar defense as the Rams. Not a similar offense as the Rams, but a similar defense. So, but we wanted to believe in the Jaguars. But what did we say? We have seen no indication from Trevor Lawrence to say that he can outduel Matthew Stafford. And I don't care how many times the Jaguars have played comfortably in London. I don't give a fuck.
I'm taking the vet every time.
Jacksonville got penalized with 13 flags. It should have been 14, but because the game was so out of hand, the Rams declined it. Said, "Nah, let them keep playing." They declined the 14th flag. They could have said a 14th flag for something else, and they're like, "Nah, it doesn't matter. The game's already over. Just decline it. Keep the clock rolling." So Stafford had a day. 117.7 passer rating, 21-33, just 182 measly.
How the hell you get 5 touchdowns on 182 yards? Oh, I know why.
5 touchdowns.
I know why.
5. Do you know he has more touchdowns than Michael Penix and who's the other one? And Justin Fields and Jake Browning and all these motherfuckers out there. You know that?
Finish him.
Basically the whole season. In one game, he has more touchdowns than some of these guys have the entire season. That is pathetic. Bo Nix only had 5 touchdowns until yesterday, until that happened.
Yeah, until that crazy other game he just put it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, this one got out of hand. This one's out of hand now.
Which one?
This game, 26-12 now.
26-12.
I believe going to the 4th damn near.
And
That one might be.
who was it who ran it?
Oh, Charbonnet.
Charbonnet. I don't want him to get more points. I want my points. I want my points, goddammit. Hold on, I forgot to put something here that matters. I forgot to put something there that matters. So, what? I mean, I don't know what to say about Trevor Lawrence. A 74.7 passer rating, 23 of 48, which was horrible. 296 and a touchdown, which was very late. This man was missing easy throws. This man, he fucked the 15-yard out routes and all that shit. No, he was missing slants. He was missing check downs. He was missing screen pass. He was bouncing the ball, skipping. It was raining the entire day. Maybe he doesn't know how to practice the rain, which I don't get because he plays in Florida, which is the rainiest state in any of America outside of Seattle and Washington. And then he couldn't even complete a no-step handoff. And this is why I call him Terror Trevor Lawrence. This is why I didn't want to put him in the franchise QB category last week. But I had to because he's been playing good for the last few weeks, but I didn't trust it. Just like I don't trust a few other people. My reaction to this game is that Jacksonville is not elite. Jacksonville cannot be elite, and they won't be. It's not because of the coaching. I don't think it's just because of the quarterback. They just don't have no discipline. Their defense has no discipline. Their offense has no discipline. They don't know how to use Travis Hunter right. Brian Thomas is probably going to ask for a request a trade. It's going downhill.
They don't know how to use ETN either.
Nope.
I don't. That's my thing. Is like you have the weapons, but you don't use them to the best of their abilities. I just don't understand how that's possible. Like we have moments like that, but we figure it out. Why the hell can't you guys figure out that your three playmakers are those guys and they need to get the ball by any means, even if you have to do screen passes all the way down the field, because he can't throw 10 to 15 yard pass.
What's up, brother? How you doing, Zombie? Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast, man. Is BTJ a punk ass? No, he's not a punk ass. It's just they don't know how to use him right. I'm sure he's frustrated. They don't utilize his abilities the right way. They don't know how to use Travis Hunter. Trevor Lawrence there's no reason why Trevor Lawrence shouldn't have like 15 touchdowns right now between those two great receivers he has. Because Travis Hunter is a baller. And not only that, at the end of the game, like I always said they should use him as a wide receiver for now. And then in the end of the games when you need stops, they'll bring him in. They put him on fucking Devontae Adams. And he's got to stop. Okay? So that they don't know how to use. They're accidentally using him here and there, but they don't know how to use him on purpose. I don't know if they know how to wield the weapons that they have around Trevor Lawrence. I don't blame it all on Trevor, but Trevor, the blame on you is that you were just missing throws that you do. Those are layups, man. You gotta have. You can't miss checkdowns, man. How else you gonna go away from from red alert? If you got two motherfuckers in your face, Jared Verse coming off the corner, and you can't even complete checkdowns. How can they trust you to run an offense in the QFL?
Meanwhile, the guy on the other side is making passes damn near looking like this, looking the other way. It's like, come on, man, you gotta it's gotta start to get to a higher level, brother. You was too high of a draft pick to be playing like this.
This is the easiest team in QB grade I ever had to give. For the Rams, everything is A+, including the quarterback. And for the Jaguars, everything is F, including the quarterback. Offense and defense were A's, pluses on the Rams side, and the quarterback had an A+. And the quarterback on this side had an F, and the offense and defense had an F. And not to mention they had 13 flags as a team, so that's just a complete F. They failed.
I smell pussy. Is that you, Josh?
Just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Just like this right here. I look, and you know what I'm saying, the Seahawks took the lead, extended the lead with an extra point after a touchdown. I say what I say about Trevor Lawrence, and when I look back, the Seahawks got the ball back because C.J. Stroud is copying exactly what Trevor Lawrence is doing, just being ass, absolute ass. No, that was this game, and then let's get to the Indiana Colts Chargers game. I called it. I don't know how you guys feel out there in the comments, but I've been saying it for about a whole year now. Don't tell me Justin Herbert is a top 10 quarterback. I don't want to hear it anymore. I've given him too many chances. This is not a top 10 quarterback, man. I call him the Herb. My friend called him Herpes. That's exactly what he is. 93 passer rating, which is pretty okay. 37 of 55 for 420 yards. 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions at home. Meanwhile, the guy I used to call Down Syndrome Jones had 113 passer rating with 23 34, 280 in the air, and 2 touchdowns. And Los Angeles Chargers only had 54 rushing yards total, so he has no help from the ground. This was an easy one. I said Vegas disrespected the Colts. 6-1 now. 38 to 24. The score was a lot more lopsided than it actually looks. My reaction to this game.
It was like that the whole fourth quarter too. He couldn't even get back, and when he got back, he ended up throwing an interception in the red zone. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
My reaction to this game is that the Herbert experiment is over. He's not what everybody thought he was going to be. He's a system quarterback at best. His ceiling is capped off, and he is not clutch. He is not clutch. Down Syndrome Jones and the Indiana Colts went to this house, and outplayed him and outdueled him fair and square.
Kicked his ass.
But Daniel Jones, like I said, I don't trust him. I think it's more Jonathan Taylor and the run game more than anything. And long and behold, he had 3 touchdowns, which is no surprise why the score looks like it is. There's no answer for Jonathan Taylor out there. He has Jonathan Taylor, and he don't.
No, but you still got to give credit to Jones. Jones is still.
I'm not saying it.
I'm
not saying that. I'm just saying I don't trust him because I know that this success comes from the fact that he has an excellent run game, which is not a bad thing.
I don't think so much just the run game though. I think it's the offensive coach. I mean the coach as well. The head coach is really good. Shane Steichen, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing offensively.
Well, I can't say that because I could only go by the common denominators. The only time I've seen Daniel Jones play like this, he has Saquon healthy. That's the only reason I can't say that because I can't look at the common denominator any other way. The only 2 things that resemble why he looks like that over here now, because he has Saquon that year, this guy has Jonathan Taylor this year. As long as they're healthy, this guy is an MVP style quarterback. That's all I know for now.
Shane Steichen was the offensive coordinator for us when we went to the Super Bowl.
I get that, but you're talking about a team loaded with weapons, brand new shiny tight end that's killing it, and not to mention the number 1 or 2 running back in the league, or the number 1 running back in the AFC for that matter. And I just can't say it's because of the offensive coordinator. I thought it was until I realized that, hey, wait a minute.
Well, he's the head coach.
No, I'm saying you're the offensive coordinator you speak of.
Yeah.
I can't say. I thought it was that he was the one that found Cure, maybe Indiana, but then I realized that JT's eating crazy, so that might also be a reason. So I'm just gonna go with the symptoms that I see that are common until proven otherwise. And then as far as team grades, I'm gonna give the Colts. I'll give their offense an A+, and I'll give the defense. I'll say a C. They did good at the beginning, but fell flat in the end. And the Chargers, I'll give their offense, I'll say a B-, and I'll give the defense a flat-out F. Their defense can't do shit. That defense is overrated. That defense can't stop a nosebleed. It can't stop the run, and it can't stop the pass, and it definitely can't make stops when they need to in the clutch. As far as team QB grades, I'm going to give the Daniel Jones, I'm going to give him a B+, and I'm going to give Herpes C-. He didn't do that bad, but he just pretty average game for me. I think this is what I expect from him. A guy that's going to turn the ball over here and there and put up crazy numbers as far as yards concerned.
I'll give the Chargers offense B. I give their defense D. They tried. I just think the Colts are stacked. I think the Colts have a little bit of everything, whether it be wide receiver, tight end, running back. Then with the Colts, I give them an A+ on offense, and I give them a C on defense. I give them a C on defense. And then the quarterbacks, I give Jones their A. I'm gonna give him an A because he didn't turn the ball over. He had the 2 touchdowns. He took care of the ball. And Herbert, you're gonna get a D+ because I don't know what to say about you anymore. You're terrible in the red zone, by the way.
You guys in the chat, and for you, I have a question. Let's say your name is Jim Harbaugh. You wake up tomorrow morning, and you see how the dust is settled. What do you do from here to fix this? Because you were high and mighty at the beginning of the season, riding high. But like I told you, And I told everybody, I've noticed that ever since that they changed the format from 4 preseason games to 3 and added that extra week in the regular season, teams come out uncharacteristically sloppy. Good teams, I mean. Meanwhile, the bad teams play uncharacteristically good. I even made the example. If you remember last year, the New Orleans Saints were the number 1 offense in the league for the first 3 weeks. After that, they were the worst team in the league. Okay. Meanwhile, teams like the Chiefs, like the Raiders, or like the Ravens, or the even the Eagles and the Chiefs and the Bills started off a little not hot, and then all of a sudden after week 4, off to the races. So, I think that that's what happened with the Chargers. I don't think they're a good team. I'm starting to think that they're a mediocre team that just started hot because all the other teams that are good start sloppy, and then as things have fizzled out, like you know what I'm saying, they're starting to be more of a mid. I think this is a 500 team.
Yeah, I think so too. And if I was them, I'd tank. I'd tank and see what I can get for Justin Herbert now. See if I could trade him.
I don't think you have to trade Justin Herbert. I just think you got to stop thinking of him as the Joe Burrow kind of player. He ain't.
So you're saying put more pieces around him? I don't like
No.
that. I don't like that idea.
No.
either.
Build a system around him. Build a system around his strength. He's not the kind of guy that can make other guys better just with his arm. That is apparent. And after 5 years, I think you can say he's not the type of quarterback that.
But if you know that he's not good in the clutch, why would you want to keep him around?
Well, for now, I'm
Because-
talking about no. But remember what I asked. If you woke up as Jim Harbaugh tomorrow, and after all this settled, how can you fix the rest of the season?
Okay, so to fix, I guess, yeah, you'd have to. But how did you do that without the pieces? You don't have the pieces.
Well, you have good pieces around. Maybe you could build an offense that takes. I'm just saying that's my take. I would say build around him.
I believe the O line
use his
is not.
strengths.
I believe the O line isn't intact. I believe some of their players are a little bit dinged up on the offensive line. So I don't think they'll get the best out of that team without a healthy team.
Well, they have no choice. They have no choice. The season continues, and they have to play next week, unless it's a bye week. So my thing is, I don't know if they have or if not. I don't know if they have or have not already realized that this guy is not the Joe Burrow kind of guy. He's not going to make players better just with his arm. He's not like Josh Allen where you can just play a bunch of nobodies. He's going to make an offense out of it. That ain't him. You got to build an offense for him because he has strengths and a lot of weaknesses. For a guy that gets paid what he gets paid for that matter, right?
Fatality.
$50 million a year for this production is pathetic. That's crazy work. But I think you should just build around his strengths, and maybe you can do that. Maybe just like they do with Mac Jones and Brock Purdy in San Fran, maybe you could do that with him. Build around his strengths, limit his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Relegate him to, I guess, game manager mode, and just use his strengths. That's it. Because
The craziest thing to me is he actually does move the ball, but for some reason every time he starts to get to that red zone, that's when he I don't know. I just he don't have. You're not gonna get 40 touchdowns in a season out of Justin Herbert. It's just not gonna happen because he doesn't do good in the red zone.
So let's get to the rest of the games here. In here we have the worst quarterback matchup in Tua versus Dylan Gabriel, and we were wrong about this game. Cleveland came into the game favored by 2.5 points. We didn't think we saw anything to point out that Cleveland would be able to do that. We thought because Tua and them have an offense, we were going to be able to see them score. They're going to struggle because of Cleveland's defense, but I thought they was going to pull up the win. Dead wrong. Tua is literally brain dead. The coach is a dead man walking. I don't even think he's going to finish the rest of the season. I thought he was going to finish the season and be fired. I'm not sure he's going to finish the season anymore. And Cleveland, I don't think they found anything. I just think that they just rolled on a poor team. I think I've already said it. Cleveland is a playoff roster if they had a quarterback. They just don't. And until they find one, they're going to be in the mix of a lot of games. And when you see a team that is inferior, like Miami obviously is, this is what happens. Now, I got to remember when I made this prediction, I completely forgot that Tyreek Hill's not playing there no more. That matters. Maybe I wouldn't have picked Tua. Yeah, I'm not picking Tua ever again for that. That's for sure.
I'm not
Finish him.
period.
But what'd you learn from this game? I learned that
Miami's defense is the worst in the league. I learned that Miami's team is the worst in the league. I don't care what record. You see that team right down there? That other team got more heart than the Miami Heat. Than the Miami Heat. I'm gonna call them Heat because I'm not even gonna call them Dolphins. Yeah, Cleveland defense continues to shine because somehow, some way, yeah, they don't have an offense, but if they find one, like you said, watch out. They're 2-5. They're more. I think they're more than capable of finding an offense good enough to withstand, other teams' offenses and stay in the game because of their defense.
Well, Nico Collins just went to the 10,
Oh,
and I'm texting my cousin right now.
this guy.
Because my cousin is the commissioner of a football league. He's also the high scorer. And now one of his top players is possibly hurt. We'll see. But Nico Collins is out with 13 minutes left. Seahawks are winning 27-12.
We also did say Nico Collins gets hurt a lot.
Yes. Then we listen to the next game, Vader versus Obi-Wan. I called Vader the apprentice, who's now the master. And Obi-Wan is the old guy in Carson Wentz. Now, I thought Wentz did pretty good after the mistakes, but the mistakes came. I said anytime Wentz INT. That was the pressure bet, and it hit twice. Jalen Hurts had a day of days. What did I predict? Jalen Hurts gonna cook. Wentz will throw an INT. That's exactly what I predicted. That's exactly what happened. I didn't learn much of this game. What'd you learn, bro?
I mean that they got on track offensively, whether it be just the fact that they were being aggressive, because still got question marks about the offensive line and the run game, but I like the fact that they got back on track with their two main wide receivers, and to get Devontae Smith involved is big. I feel like he opens up the offense a lot for them.
Jeez, Denali just broke bad news. Let's read some chats.
Broken.
Mike Evans is out for the year. For your information.
Damn it! Come on, Dusty!
And I'm glad I didn't draft him in any of my fantasy leagues. Not that I don't respect Mike Evans. It's just that with age comes questions, and that's why I was just like, you know what? I'd rather stay away from it. Damn it. Mike Evans is gone for the year. That's bad for Tampa Bay, but they were doing just fine without him. I'm sure they can still do fine without him again. But yeah, I haven't learned much from the Eagles game. I called it right to the T. Jalen Hurts is going to cook, and Wentz is going to be Wentz.
And you also mentioned how Minnesota's going to hover around 500
Until they get their quarterback.
Until they get this guy back.
Yep.
They're just not going to be able to use JJ.
Yes. Until they get their franchise quarterback or the new one, they're going to hover around 500, exactly what they're doing, 3-3. So congratulations on your win, brother. And to
yeah, we needed that, man.
to Terry, I think I'm sure. No, Zombie. Zombie's a Birds fan. So you and Zombie, congratulations. And then all eyes on Bryce. Bryce didn't let us down, but he didn't actually pop either. They went into the Meadowlands and took care of business, if that's what you want to call it. 13-6, it wins. They're now 4-3. Like I said, they turn a new leaf. They've got a new direction. Keep Bryce as a game manager, run that fucking football, limit mistakes, and see how the dust settles. And right now, it's working for him. Meanwhile, the New York Trash are a mess. They're not the worst team in the league. They're just the most dysfunctional team in the league because they're not a real football team. I'm saying it again. This is not a real football organization. They're just there because someone has to be the 32nd team. Someone has to do it. But they don't. If you actually take away everybody else and go there, you will see that they don't run like all the other teams do. They run a completely different thing. I don't know how in the world's most famous city this is allowed. But this is what continues. 0-7. I predicted that this is going to be the first team of 7 losses. Here we go again. So I learned that Bryce is not bad of a game manager. That's what I learned. He's not that bad of a game manager. But Justin Fields' experiment is over, and Tyrod Taylor, he can't help him anymore.
All I want to say is I hit that man under pressure, and he performed just enough to get the job done. I respect that.
The next slate of games here is the Patriots bye week. Every minute of that game in the first quarter was kind of crazy. I was like, damn, I'm going to eat my words because they were down 10-0 on Cam Ward in the Tennessee Titans, but they recovered and didn't make it more of a game after that, 31-13. I learned that the Patriots are for real as far as against bad teams. We'll see when competition steps up because the only good team I've seen them face are the Bills and maybe the Steelers. Maybe.
It looks like Collins is out.
So I think, Collins is walking out the locker room. He's done for the night. Then Cam Ward actually looks like he's improving, but the Tennessee Titans don't look like they're improving, sadly, at the same time.
Not to mention, then you start missing the only players that you have that can actually like perform for you.
Yeah.
They're gone. It's like Jesus.
Oh, Sam, don't do it on them. Yes, give me those points. Damn it, I wanted that catch and touchdown and all those yardage.
That would have been crazy.
I don't know why I'm looking for points that I don't need, but that's just how I
Finish him.
All right, next game, Las Vegas and Kansas City. As you see, I guessed it right as well. Massacre alert.
Massacre.
This was the one pressure bet that I told you to make sure you hit. Kansas City minus 11.5. I usually don't like double-digit spreads. I told you to never bet it. Just use the money line. This one was guaranteed. This one was Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, and Worthy all together healthy for the first time. And Mahomes riding on MVP mode. There is no way in hell at home that the Vegas Raiders were going to stop this guy in any way whatsoever. Okay? So this was a massacre alert. I learned nothing. I learned absolutely nothing from this game. I called it, as you see, all these things I see, surprise shootout, Patriots bye week, massacre alert. These are the exact same graphics we did Saturday when we made our predictions, and I give it to you here to keep the receipts. And then we got the surprise shootout, which was kind of a surprise shootout, but then it just fizzled out because Caleb Williams sucks. Not because of the rat. Not because of the rat. The rat was slinging it. Caleb Williams was not. He wasn't playing game managing. He was playing safe. He was playing soft.
I smell pussy. Is that you, Jive?
Caleb Williams, I don't know what to say about you. Keep painting your fingernails on the sideline before I give a fuck.
Fatality.
This motherfucker here, the only reason they won is because of DeAndre Swift. I want everyone to be clear about this. If it wasn't for their run game, the Chicago Bears would be fucking embarrassed right now. Because Rat was doing everything he can. His defense can't stop the run. And he's doing the best he can on Chicago in the Windy City. He was completing some crazy passes. He was a gamer. He is a gamer. He's not a winner. He's a gamer. But Caleb Williams, no, he's not a gamer. If it wasn't for DeAndre Swift, we would be going very, 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 very mean to Caleb Williams and his painted fingernails. What'd you learn from here?
Same thing, man. Ben Johnson found his maybe not the same impact as Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, but Monungai and you got Swift. You might have your 1-2 punch as well in Chicago. You might have found something with that, and you definitely showed me that you found a head coach.
Turnover in the game. The Texans just got the ball back from number 18. I think he's a rookie.
Elijah.
Yes. So let's see what C.J. Stroud does with his extra opportunity. There's still 10 minutes and 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down 10. No, down 15. So, I didn't learn much from this game either. I didn't learn much from fucking Caleb Williams. Fuck him. What in the world? And then the last games here, okay? We have the YN versus YN matchup. And I want to put a little graphic up here for everybody. Look at this shit right here. Take this way away. I want y'all to look at this little graphic because this shit is unbelievable to me. I don't know how it's possible for you to have a insurmountable lead, I thought, with 5 minutes left, okay? And this is the final score. 33 to 30. So how much scoring did both teams do in the last 5 minutes? It's insane to me. But nonetheless, Jackson Dart looks like a promising young quarterback, and Bo Nix finally woke up. We've been challenging him. We've been waiting. I predicted Jackson Dart to struggle and still outplay Bo Nix, and that's exactly what was happening, as you see from the very beginning, okay? And Jackson Dart was struggling. He wasn't having a crazy good game, but he was looking like a rookie, but he was outplaying Bo Nix, okay? Then all of a sudden, Bo Nix happened. R.J. Harvey happened. Cortland Sutton, all those guys, they just jumped on it. What'd you learn from this game?
I'm shocked. I'm just shocked that
Then it went down like that.
yeah, because you as a head coach, this shouldn't be allowed to happen at all. It's inexcusable. I love the fact that this is gonna be great for Denver in the long run, because shit, they're gonna feel like they could be anybody even if they're down. So their mindset definitely changes with this,
First and
because
25.
it's not the first time either. They did it also against the Eagles. So I'm sure they probably feel like they might have found something with that. But at the same time, you can't keep being down like this and expect to come back and win. So you have to play better. I just think I didn't really learn too much from here. I think Denver's an okay team who has a great defense, and the Giants, they're just a young team that's trying to find whatever they can and see if it sticks.
Denali, I'm sorry, bro, but I don't know what you see from C.J. Stroud. I looked when I told you that they got the ball back. There's 10 minutes left and 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I look over there, and it's 1st and 25, right? I look back over here to see what he's talking about. When I look back over there, C.J. Stroud just almost throws an interception. It should have been, but they dropped it. I don't know how you can tell me C.J. Stroud is better than Baker Mayfield, man. I don't care how bad Baker Mayfield played today. Look at C.J. Stroud. Where's the potential in production? Where is it? Where is it? Goodness gracious, C.J. Stroud, you're just. I'm sorry, bro, but I don't know faith in you.
Nigga.
And that's nothing. Pass is probably gonna be intentional grounding because there's nobody there.
And blank.
A big nothing. All right, the NFC East game, a matchup between JD5 and Dak Prescott. Washington versus Dallas. Washington got mollywopped. Another serving of humble pie. This was not pretty. JD5 ended up getting hurt. Mariota had to come in. We're waiting on news on that. JD5 is a little too skinny for this game. He needs to bulk up. He needs to get stronger. Because if he's going to run as much as he runs, like Lamar and them,
he gotta be able to break those tackles. You're right.
No, he doesn't have to break tackles. He just has to be able to take some tackles here and there. Because he doesn't take that many hits. He actually does slide and all that stuff. Goes out of bounds. But the times that he does get hit, it's going to hurt him because he's too skinny. Fuck C.J. Stroud, man. I learned that Dallas is a dangerous team when they're on their A game. It doesn't matter if Dak is on his A game or not. If the whole team is on their A game, this is a formidable team. They can contend with the best of them. So Dallas is now looking like one of the top tier teams compared to the others, and the Washington is looking like last year's just one good year, and teams have adjusted, and now it's not as easy as it was. You gotta have to make readjustments back.
But let's also remember that they're missing Debo.
I don't care. They're always missing Debo. They should have known that as soon as they got
and McLaurin.
Yeah.
So, I feel like once they get their players back, then maybe we'll talk about Debo. But even if that's the case, there's no excuse for giving up 44 points. Washington's defense is a leaky faucet, and I don't know how you can fix it, because there's holes everywhere. It's linebacker, it's the secondary, especially the safety play. I watched CeeDee Lamb catch a ball right down the middle, and there was two safeties coming, and they bumped into each other instead of hitting CeeDee Lamb. At least if CeeDee Lamb catches that ball, tackle him.
Well, the thing is, we saw kind of this trend in the playoffs. Their last two playoff games where they played the Lions and they played you guys.
Agreed.
The defense looked like ass, and you know what I'm saying. Their coach, what's his name, Quinn?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the defensive guru there. So fix that up, brother, because your defense sucks. Looks worse than Dallas, and Dallas don't have one. And then upset alert. I was close. I was very, 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 very close. But I also told you I don't count on it because I didn't think Kyler was going to play, and he didn't play, and I'm not betting on Jacoby Brissett over Jordan Love. I don't care how bad Jordan Love or mediocre Jordan Love is playing, and he continued to play mediocre here, but they got the win. They got the win, and that's all that matters. Arizona is actually, I feel bad for them because they're playing their hearts out. That coach is actually coaching them good. That defense and offense is actually playing competitive football. They're not turning the ball over. It's not like they're making mistakes. It's just that they don't have their superstar in Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is just that much better than Jacoby Brissett, even though I don't think he's playing that good. But I have faith in him. I see that he can do it. It's just that he's distracted. And the new Call of Duty is coming out in a few days. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I learned that, you know what I'm saying, Green Bay is still Green Bay. I don't trust them any more than I did last week. I, as you see, called an upset alert, and it almost happened even with Jacoby Brissett because I trust Arizona to be, you know what I'm saying, competitive. And here goes
You know what?
Seattle.
You know who I trust in
running
Green
over
Bay?
Texans.
There's only one person I trust in Green Bay.
Who?
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
He keeps saving y'all ass, and if you guys lose him for any time, not gonna work because he's on my fantasy.
So before we hop to the NBA, the N3A, which is what I call the NBA, for those who don't know, I call the NFL the QFL because I don't think it's football anymore. I think it's a quarterback's fucking league. The only way to win in fucking football is to have the best head coach quarterback combo. And then the N3A is not basketball anymore. It's the Negro 3-Point Association. All these motherfuckers do is they're addicted to two things: shooting threes and then injecting themselves with heroin as a celebration right after in front of kids and women and ladies. Disgusting, degenerate 3-point addicts.
I smell pussy. Is that you, Jive?
Addicts. Shooting heroin in front of kids. I just never sat well with me. I don't like that shit. All right, so let's get to the Money Player of the Week. Who is the Money Monday Player of the Week? Let's get it here. Whoa. Where is it at? There we go.
Jalen Hurts is the money player of the week.
Da-da-da-da.
Give me a hell yeah!
3 touchdowns, perfect passer rating. I mean, I think that's self-explanatory. If I have to be honest myself, I wanted to put Joe Flacco, but
I have to disagree.
yeah,
I called this happening. So it didn't surprise me because I called this happening. I didn't see Joe Flacco doing this. I have to give it to Joe Flacco. I don't know how you knew that.
I knew it because I was gonna.
Because it's the only other candidate? Got it.
Nah, yeah, that was the only one to me, in my opinion.
I have to give it to
the
Joe
fact that-
Flacco, and I'm not just saying that because I have Jamar Chase in my fantasy football.
Finish him!
And he saved my season and everything. Joe Flacco is an ageless wonder. This man does what when he got traded, he did pretty good in that game for a few days ago. Mm-hmm. He's only been a Bengal 6 days, y'all. He already played 2 games because they played a short weekend Thursday.
Yep.
Then you hear a clip from Mike Tomlin out there, pissed off, thinking these guys must be smarter than me because I don't know why would you give it to a divisional opponent, and why would you not keep him if you thought he was worthy of starting week 1 for you? It's only week 7. You know what I'm saying? So they must be smarter than me. And sure enough, Mike Tomlin seemed to be every reason to be pissed off because Joe Flacco just saved the Cincinnati's Bengals season. I'm not saying that they're going to the playoffs. I'm just saying they weren't going to win any more games with Jake Browning. They weren't going to win no more games with Jake fucking.
I'm no good loser like you, you bum!
They're going to win some more games with Joe Flacco. I'm going to win a lot of games in fantasy football with this Joe Flacco. So that's why I gave him the Money Player of the Week. All right, so let's get to the famous Bum of the Week award, shall we? It is none other than
I'm no good loser like you, you bum!
Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence. Bum of the Week award winner. You get a nice little Bum of the Week plaque right there. Enjoy it with those punk-ass shades that you have there. I gave him the Bum of the Week of the award because we saw that the Jacksonville Jaguars, for those who don't know, have played in London more than any team in the NFL, so they should be comfortable there. That should be their second home. Against a highlight opponent in the LA Rams, who have recently won a Super Bowl, have one of the most prolific offense. Puka Nacua wasn't playing, so we thought, hey, if there's a chance for you to compete with the likes of Los Angeles Rams, now's your chance to show us.
Absolutely.
And he showed us nothing except missed passes. He can't complete, 3 or 4 passes in a row. He can never go into a rhythm where you feel like, oh, damn, Trevor Lawrence is cooking. When the last time you ever said Trevor Lawrence is cooking? Not ever. Not ever.
I think I playoff game like 3 years ago.
He, to me, was the biggest disappointment of the week, so I call him the Bum of the Week award. And you all know that when someone is awarded the Bum of the Week award, we put him in the shelter to collect all the weeks to remind everybody who's been a bum all season. All right? Whoa, wait a minute. I hate this this app, man. I don't think it's supposed to StreamYard or something, because this is not supposed to be like that. I put this one on. That's not the same one, man. There we go. The shelter. There's the shelter. In there, you're going to find Tua, who was the week 1 bum of the week. Week 2 was Cincinnati, because for the third time in their recent history, they lost their franchise quarterback for the rest of the season because they can't build them an O-line. Week 3 was Russell Wilson. He got benched and lost his job. We all know the end of that story. Week 4 was Bryce Young, because he got benched for playing like ass the last time the Panthers lost. Last week was week 6 was Aaron Boone, because once again he was given a 90-win, $200 million Yankee lineup, and he has done shit with it ever since. And then this week is Trevor Lawrence. He's over there huddling with Russell Wilson and talking shit. Week 6 was the New York Trash, because they were the first team to go to six losses, and they're still winless. So those are the 7 Bumps of the Week award winners, all in one shelter. The shelter's getting crowded. I'm going to have to widen that up a little bit. Big pause, motherfucker.
Finish him.
That's 2 interceptions dropped. I can't.
Another one. Another interception, Stroud. You should have 8. You should have 8. Fuck him.
Look at this. Look at this one. He dashing it through it right to him. This was actually a good throw to the cornerback.
Yes. So here we are.
Oh,
here we're talking the N3A. This is the last time we're going to have a day without basketball highlights for a very, very, very long time. Thank the good Lord. This is my favorite time of the year. October baseball, football season's just getting started, and basketball season debuts.
Yes, sir.
Right after my birthday. You can't ask for anything more, and then you get Halloween and all the good stuff and candy and good shit right there. But here are the Super Saiyans, okay? As you know, I do things millennial ways. We are rated M for millennials. So as you see, these are the Super Saiyans and the non-Super Saiyans, the top 10 quarterbacks of the NFL, according to Week 7, my Week 7. This is the top 10 players in the N3A, or the top Super Saiyans. There's more than 10, but these are the only Super Saiyans in the N3A to me. You got King James, who's out for, 2 or 3 weeks? 4 weeks? So forget about him. Greek Freak, which you got. Joker, which I got in our fantasy football draft a few hours ago. Durantula and Chef Curry. Those are the only ones that are above Super Saiyan 1 level. Then you got the legendary JB and Jaylen Brown. You have SGA, who's the reigning champion, NBA Finals MVP. Spider Mitchell. JT's injured, so we have to ignore him for now. Jalen Brunson, which I call the blueprint, and Luka Doncic. Now, for those of you out there viewing, is there somebody here that should be a Super Saiyan that I haven't put in there? And don't say Anthony Davis, or I will literally kill you, okay? Don't mention that.
I smell pussy. Is that you, Jive?
Unbelievable. Every time I look over there, CJ Stroud is doing a stupid throw or a stupid play or a rollout that gets nowhere. Denali, what do you see? What potential do you see from CJ Stroud for you to keep arguing with me that he's better than Baker Mayfield?
Down 15.
What potential do you see?
You see, when he play against competition, it don't look good. You guys were talking about, if they were talking about the last 2 weeks, he ain't play nobody.
Campman? He says Anthony Edwards is not on that list either. Campman is not on that list for a reason. Because he can't. Campman is canceled for me. Not just because I bet a lot of good money on him and he let me down, but because he disappeared. Completely disappeared in the playoffs. What happened to you? Julius Randle was balling more than you were. You were balling against the Lakers, but when it came to tougher competition, Campman disappears. Nah, he ain't no Super Saiyan. As soon as I heard Anthony, I was going to throw this mouse at him. I thought it was saying Anthony Davis. At least he mentions a better Anthony, but no. Anthony Edwards is Campman.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Anybody
Texas
else?
players are mentally ill. I don't blame them, bro. When you have a quarterback like C.J. Stroud, who's just, I mean, listen, I've heard of a sophomore slump. This got to be high school dropout now. This is junior who skips school, doesn't get good grades, chasing girls, probably got one pregnant already, and he's about to drop out and start working at McDonald's because he doesn't have a high school diploma or a GED, and he needs to take care of the baby that's on the way.
Fatality.
Fuck a sophomore slump. He's a Jerry Springer episode right now.
It's bad.
Him and Nico Collins are about to take the girl to Maury's show and see who is the father.
Durant's not top 10. What?
Not anymore, but he is a Super Saiyan. This is not the top 10 players of the league. This is more who are the Super Saiyans, who are the guys that can take control of a game right now, still to this day.
They didn't score and they ran the ball. This is how bad. This is how bad.
I am glad I don't have the game on our stream, even though we'll get kicked out for it because we try to do that. The YouTube ban.
Damn, did he lose confidence in CJ? He must have, because there's no way I'm running the ball on 4th and goal with damn near 2 yards I got to get.
Wembayama is a bust, man. What the fuck? Talking about? Wemby is not. No. He said Wembayama.
Not yet.
Wembayama is a bust. Call me when Wembayama has dunked from the 3-point line, and call me when Wembayama is the all-time leader in rebounds after one season. Okay.
Wait. What the hell did he do? He took the penalty? There's no way he took the penalty. Well,
I'm sorry.
They gave them a chance. I don't know why they gave them a chance. They gave them a chance.
There's no need to watch this game no more.
But this game probably over.
No, but how is Wemby not the all-time leader in rebounds already? And blocks? How does he not average like 20 blocks a game? Yes. Until he dunks from the 3-point line, I'm going to call him a bust. Okay? Because I've used him in NBA 2K, and let me tell you something. I'd be averaging 20 blocks if I was him. I'd be averaging, I'd already be the all-time leader in rebounds in NBA history, okay?
What American bias? Do you not see Giannis? Do you not see Jokic? Do you not see Luka Doncic up there? What American bias are you talking about?
And SGA is not American either. He's Canadian.
We actually have variety here, sir. If that's what you want to call it.
Nah, I like Wembayama. It's just that I'm sorry, in 2K I could play way better. If I was Wembayama, I'd play way better than Wembayama plays right now. Because I don't know. I don't know how he sees the game, but there's no reason why he shouldn't have 20,000 blocks and lead the league in rebounds already all time. He should have over 80,000 rebounds by now. He should be, Wilt Chamberlain should be a midget to how tall Wembayama is to a midget in real life. That's what he should be.
Denali, CJ Stroud, another incompletion.
Maybe I expect too much from Wembayama, maybe. But when I saw what the freak of nature that he is in real life, I said to myself, this man is going to be the all-time leader in rebounds after one season. Okay? There's no reason why anybody else should be getting a rebound around him. There's no reason why anybody should be able to put up a shot around him. I don't care if the 3-point line is all the way over there and he's all the way over here. All he has to do is take one step and raise a hand and it should be blocked. And it doesn't happen, so he's a bust. To me, he's a bust until that starts happening. Now let's look at the power rankings again. These were the last power rankings we did before the NBA season started. As you see, that's not going to look like that right now. Number 1, the Lakers don't have LeBron, so they're not even in the top 10. Number 2, the Knicks fired their coach, so they're not even in the top 10. Number 3, the Celtics don't have JT, so they're not going to be all the way in the top. And for damn sure, I'm not putting the Clippers or the Pacers in there without, you know what I'm saying, because
I'm not putting the Timberwolves in there either. Not yet.
No, I'm putting the Timberwolves in the top 10.
I got a C.
I put the Timberwolves in the top 10.
I got a C.
Who can you put in the top 10 that don't belong here? I got the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Milwaukee.
They got to prove it.
You think so?
Sorry, they looked bad at the end of last year, and then when the playoffs began, they started good and then did bad again.
I thought they played good in the playoffs for the most part, for what they had. They don't have much. But Giannis is enough for them to make the playoffs in the East.
Well, since we have to drop Indiana, I guess we could put him there for now. I'm dropping New York, so I'm putting the Orlando in there instead.
Yeah, Orlando definitely goes in there.
I'm definitely dropping the Lakers. I'm gonna put.
Houston staying up there.
Let's see. I might put the Spurs up there.
Golden State.
Golden
Stay in
State's
there?
already up there.
They stay in there.
They're already up there.
Okay.
Oh, the Nuggets.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are missing.
Nuggets.
The Nuggets went almost all the way against
The Nuggets.
the reigning champions, so the Nuggets will be there to replace the Clippers for sure. Because the Clippers don't belong there, neither do the Lakers. The Knicks don't belong there. We're gonna lose 68 games probably.
Texans still calling timeouts over here. Man.
The Mavericks,
That's interesting. Maybe.
maybe. We wanted to do a pre-NBA season power ranking.
What about?
But we do top 10 Thursdays, all that. So on Thursday, top 10 Thursday, we will have a brand new week 1 NBA start of the season power ranking. What's up?
What about? You said the Clippers stay up there?
Hell no.
No, you don't think so?
No. Hell no.
I don't know.
I'm dropping on like a bad habit. They ain't shit. They ain't shit. I trust them over. I trust the T-Wolves over them.
But I have them there 10.
Well, like I told you, I'm replacing the Magic with the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks with the Magic. We got to drop Indiana from Milwaukee, okay? Because Indiana don't have their star. Then LA has to come down, and we're putting in what's it called? The Nuggets.
Yeah.
And then I'm dropping the Clippers, and we'll put, I don't know, put the Seattle Sonics in there for all I care, and they don't even exist anymore.
What about the Heat? No?
Fuck the Heat.
So not the Heat.
Fuck the Heat.
Who am I missing?
They just put the Spurs in there. They don't
Well, you
deserve
know what?
to
If
be
the
there.
Spurs, if the Spurs are healthy, they were starting to make that run.
They're showing Phoenix. They're showing Phoenix. You can put Sacramento.
Sacramento, I was thinking that, but I don't know. Who's in Sacramento? You got Levine, right? DeRozan, Sabonis,
Memphis, if it wasn't for John Morant getting hurt, they would have got further. I could put Memphis in there.
Keegan Murray is on that team, right? Yeah, no, yeah.
I could put Memphis in there. Memphis.
Oh yeah, but Memphis got
John
rid of.
Morant's healthy.
But
He's
they-
healthy now.
But they lost Bane.
Fuck Desmond Bain. When I had Desmond Bain, he didn't do shit for me anyway. Except to play 30 games. Punk ass,
He's the
soft
only-
ass.
I smell pussy. Is that you, Josh?
Him and Jackson, but Jackson's too soft. That's just too
Fuck
soft.
Jaren Jackson. Yeah, you're right. Fuck the Grizzlies. I guess we'll just put the Spurs in there.
What did he say? Oh, no, you see, I can't.
Number 1, LA Lakers.
He got Philadelphia in there.
No, Turkey. I know Seattle's defense. It is sick, but I'm sorry. C.J. Stroud has way more talent. Or it demonstrated way more talent than he's had the last few 20 games. I don't know what's going on here. You would think he could at least put up 20 points. He has weapons. Nico got hurt, but that was just now.
I'm putting the Spurs in there. I think the Spurs.
He only had 6 points in the first quarter. The first half.
Oh, I know what's not on there. Atlanta. Do it.
No, I'm not putting Atlanta in there. Fuck Trae Young. Don't ever say that ever again.
Atlanta.
Fuck Trae Young. You hear this guy? A Knicks fan, and he wants me to put Atlanta fucking Hawks.
Bias ass nigga. Then.
No, they ain't done shit anyway. What did they do in the play-in? Nothing. Not nothing.
It don't matter. They're still good. They got
Not top 10. Not top 10.
They got good depth too.
Not top 10. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
All right, Uzi.
We'll see Trae Young do shit. Oh, Cleveland. We're gonna have to talk about Cleveland. They're still there, but I don't know if they're gonna be that high. We might have to drop them from the high horse over here. Because Cleveland, I don't know. Cleveland is it's one of those teams that looks good on paper, but you just don't seem to trust him.
Yo, the defensive coordinator is not letting up right now. He just go.
He's not my defensive coordinator no more. Thanks for cutting it deep and twisting the knife.
He just ain't letting this nigga breathe.
I wish Seattle could fire that coach so he could come back to Baltimore and coach some defense the right way. But
Oh, get him.
CJ's out for a scamper. CJ, he's gonna fumble and he tore his ACL. CJ's out for the rest of the year, y'all.
Finish him.
There's a flag. It's probably holding. It looks like everybody's walking backwards.
I'm definitely not confident in your notes for Thursday because I don't got the Nuggets top 5. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, he has Lakers number 1. I stopped reading after that.
He's got Dallas City.
He has Lakers number 1. How in the world is Lakers number 1?
He's got Philadelphia in there. And the Knicks are 10? Jesus.
Fuck Lonzo Ball. Y'all had Lonzo Ball before and he didn't do shit before.
He said they lost Jerome but got Lonzo. You know Jerome actually stays healthy? One guy who doesn't, you know who doesn't? Lonzo Ball.
The Lakers are not a top 10 team, let alone number 1. So please stop the nonsense, bro. What happened last year in the playoffs? You guys got clapped. You were out after, one series and that's it? One and done? Out of here with that Laker talk. Fuck the Lakers. So you guys have HIV and your Raptors up there. You retired a jersey for HIV. HIV has a retired jersey in the Lakers arena. Not to mention a statue. There's a statue of AIDS outside of the Lakers arena, and they're proud of it. Talk to me about the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. So you have a bullshit-ass fucking trophy over there, too, the mid-season trophy. All right, let's see if C.J. Stroud can at least score a touchdown for Ed. Ed is getting his ass whooped. They lost a yard. If they're nice, they're going to say no game.
Oh, my God.
Like, what's his name, Turkey said this Seattle defense is not letting up.
No, I think Seattle is incredible from what I'm seeing right now. This is like they don't even have to do this. They could literally give up points and still get credit for how good their defense was. But I love this. I love to see stuff like this.
If it was a fluky series against Minnesota, then that's even more reason not to put the Lakers as number 1, let alone top 10. They're a fluky team.
Oh, get him, please.
Oh, interception.
Nah, he got a touchdown.
That's not a touchdown. It bounced on the ground.
It don't matter, bro.
Is that Marks? Or is that Chubb? That's
that-
Chubb.
I think that was Marcus.
Doesn't
I don't
Chubb
think
wear
I
27?
don't think Chubb's in the game anymore. I don't think so.
Yes. Fantasy points. Yes.
That's a catch.
No, because it's my fantasy points, they're going to say it's a drop. It hit the ground. And he just tore his oblique.
That nigga Debo got like 170 something.
Dominating.
Finish him.
That's a good one. I can't even. That was good. That was good. Dominating.
You think DeAndre Ayton is going to do anything for you, bro? Good luck. Good luck.
I love the name though, but
Dominating.
Not him. He ain't dominating nothing. But the bench.
These Laker fans, man. These Laker fans, bro, they don't know how to give up.
Why do they keep looking at this?
I have never heard DeAndre Ayton be called anything like that. That's how I know it isn't true.
That is a cool ass name.
That is a nickname you Laker fans get made up right there. That is funny. Dominating. Yeah, nobody's ever said that about DeAndre Ayton. There's a reason why, and he's gonna start now.
And Luka's gonna want to win a ring. What is he gonna? One person is gonna win them a ring. Come on, man.
All right, y'all. We're starting to lag here, so we're gonna close it out. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Somehow the game is still on. I thought it'd be all over by now.
Thank God we started at the time.
We were gonna wait till after the game, and we're like, nah, fuck that shit. We're gonna continue with our regular programming. I'm not wasting this shit over C.J. Stroud.
1 o'clock.
But appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for the support. I do appreciate y'all. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and comment. Give us your takes. Give us your top 10 QBs. Give us what you learned from week 1, because Thursday we will establish everything. We're going to put the QB tiers, the NFL tiers, top 10 quarterbacks, top 10 teams, and then the NBA. We're going to debut the top 10 NBA players, and we're also going to put in the NBA rankings for week 1 of the season of the N3A. So appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Come back for Thursday. It's top 10 Thursday. We'll get you a top 10 list there as well. Until then, motherfuckers, be safe.
Denali as always.
Appreciate you, Denali. Turgay,